Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Carimera. Oh my God. Okay. I was waiting for Dave to come help me with my microphone. You want to know what he was doing? Let me see if I can show them. Can you pause it? Can you see those dolphins?
Yeah, you can see them. That just happened.
This just happened.
There's a bunch.
You got way better view than I did.
They came from me.
Oh my God, my video of them. Oh my God, look at them. Oh my God, babe. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Oh my God.
All right.
That's what you were doing. Look at the Femme types. There's like 3 of them.
Yeah, and they're like color. They were not all black.
No, they're like clear, right?
Black and white.
Black and white, striped ones. So I was calling Dave, like, come help me with my mic. And that's what he was doing. So can you hear me? Because we are motor sailing, as you do in the Mediterranean. And so this microphone should be working. Can you hear me? I'll move my tank top up. Okay, beautiful. Good morning. We are 24 hours, about 24, 25 hours in to our 27-hour sail. So I'm so happy to be with you this morning. I am a little bit, but Dave takes the longest night shift. Honestly, I'm very lucky. I go to about 1 o'clock in the morning, and then Dave goes from 1 to 5, and then I come back up at 5 o'clock. And I got back up at like 5:30 this morning. He did a little extra. So he takes the longest, shittiest part, I think. Oh, but I'm here with you, and I'm so happy to be here. There is something unbelievably magical about a night sail and sitting with the elements. We have been able to see land this entire night sail. So we sailed from Montenegro past Albania, and now we're on our way to Greece. We should be in Corfu, I say it with a French accent, Corfu in the next couple of hours. So you're with me as we transition, and here comes some swells, as we transition from Montenegro to Greece. And couple things I want to bring forward today. First of all, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see so many of you here. Allison, you're always here so bright and early. I love it. Joe, you're here and you're in Greece. Nikki, Elisa, Elaine, Bettina. Did I see Stephanie? Yes. Karen, buongiorno. Okay. So, as we set the stage for today, I love researching, of course, where we are going, the elements of it, the history of it. And although we've done Greece quite a bit, we've sailed quite a bit in Greece, we've never been on the Ionian side. We've done the Aegean, we've done the Dodecanese, we've done the Cyclades, we've done Simi and lower parts. So this is a new part of Greece for us. And so in my research and we have a special chat GPT. I was saying GBT forever. GPT. For Elegant Femme that we've curated and poured so much proprietary content in with the Femme types, and really we've built something very extraordinary. And so I was in there talking about the transition from Montenegro to Greece, to Corfu. And one of the things that chat brought up that I thought was really, really beautiful is this transition from kind of the fortress energy, the stone walls, the kind of rugged cliffs that you see in Montenegro, especially Bar, which is where we left from. And I don't know if you saw my Instagram, but there was a boat in front of us in Bar that said Terra on it. And I'd been joking with God and saying, look, I don't need a sign, but I'm open if you want to send me one, like that morning. So we left bar and transitioning to Corfu, and Chat was saying, leaving the stone rugged cliffs and really into this beautiful opening of feminine energy where there is this depth of allowing and like fertility and just the beauty of the feminine that's really open. And I thought this was so powerful because those of you that joined us on Sensual Creation Day on Friday, which the team's not up yet, so if you haven't watched the replay, you do have some time. It's going to be taken down very shortly, but I like to leave it a little bit up there. So if you haven't watched that, it's there for you for a short time left. That I opened up Always Enough. And this transmission of Always Enough is something that oh my gosh, I first picked up a book in the library when I was 15 years old, and it was called Never Enough. And I was drawn to it like a magnet. And so inside of Always Enough, we talk about this unconscious patterning where we have been trained, taught, rewarded to utilize not enough as a fuel, as a driver for our success. And we're unraveling this inside of Elegant Femme in a huge way. Like ever since the silent contract call, things have been getting deeper. And this program is something I've had in my back pocket for quite a few months. And I was just waiting, maturing with it, melting into it. And it's now finally live. And I just, the transition from Montenegro to Corfu, this energy of letting down the fortress, letting down the proving, letting down the performance, letting down the protection, letting down the fear of attack, and really opening up to this beautiful feminine essence is just perfection, perfection, perfection. So let's move into the lesson today. It was a very, very good SCD. I agree. Yes, yes, yes. Bastille Day. It is. How perfect is that? Freedom. Freedom, freedom. Was everyone here on SCD? Was everyone here? We had like 1,900 women registered, is that right? Something like that. A lot. So, let us move into today. Lesson 205 inside of ACIM. I'm glad you can hear me. It's 205 today, yeah? Yes. Okay, so on Friday we had, of course, we're still in the review of I am not a body, I am free, I am as God created me. Is it in you now? Do you feel it now? Is it resonating with you? Are you defaulting to it? Is it becoming your, or it wasn't Friday, it was Thursday, right? Because Friday we did our first Frenchie Friday Living Fully episode. So this was Thursday that we connected on this. So today, I am not a body. I am free. I am as God created me. I want the peace of God. I want the peace of God. That's the lesson for today. I want the peace of God. The peace of God is everything I want. The peace of God is my one goal, the aim of all my living here, the end I seek, my purpose and my function and my life, while I abide where I am not at home. I am not a body. I am free. I am as God created me. This is the lesson for today. And, you know, if you did join us for Sensual Creation Day, it's a beautiful dance. And really the nuance inside of this Being Elegant Femme's Guide to A Course in Miracles is we look at something like this truth, right? Which is, I want the peace of God. That's all I want. That is literally all I want. And it's true. That's all we want. That's all there really is. Yes? So one of the things I brought forward in Sensual Creation Day as we walk through well, what are my desires? What do I want? This truth of, well, I want peace. I want peace. I want happiness. I want joy. I want abundance. I want the peace of God. Ultimately, that's what everybody wants. That's what everybody's seeking. That's really all there is. So inside of Elegant Femme, we take it into, okay, what is the opportunity to walk in the world that way? To honor the spiritual and the physical. To know we want the peace of God. To know that's all there is. And to allow our unique desires, our soul's calling, to reflect that we are residing in the peace of God. Not reaching outside of ourselves to think we need something to be at peace. Being at peace, living into that foundation, and choosing to experience something in the world that excites us, that reflects that to us, that allows us to participate and co-create. Because it is very easy, especially for all of us who are dedicated to spirituality, to read something like, I want the peace of God, and being like, so I don't really care. I don't have any desires. I don't have any dreams. And again, to a certain point, everything can be true because ultimately this is all we're seeking. But we need to be really aware of unintentionally, unconsciously pulling back our desire energy and hanging out in a settling energy that's like, oh, well, whatever, it's all good. And unknowingly protecting ourselves from disappointment, from our power, from our desire energy. And because we're so afraid of being attached to what we desire, because we're so afraid of being disappointed or being selfish or getting sidetracked and forgetting that all we want is the peace of God. If we haven't learned to fully trust ourselves in that, it's very easy to go to that, oh, I don't care, I just want, but it's used as a distancing instead of a trust with our full co-creative power. So that's Elegant Femme's Guide to A Course in Miracles. The truth that I want the peace of God. That's all I want. The peace of God is everything I want. That's a truth. Yes, yes, yes. And how am I uniquely called in my life, my soul, my desires? What allows me to feel alive? That I'm reflecting the truth that I am in the peace of God. I am in the peace of God. Do we feel this? All right. So that's it for today. That's it. Simple, simple. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Karen, sending you so much love. The replay will just be up for a tiny bit longer, so just trust yourself. There's stuff floating back there. If you have an opportunity to watch it, great. If not, just trust, right? It's there for you. I'm finally on the live. Oh, Sophia, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for sharing that. So many of you have been finding this through the Let Yourself Be Skinny video. And I think we have close to 900,000, something wild. And those of you that were with me on the silent contract call, which is still available, by the way, if you want to delve into this conversation deeper, you can receive the silent contract transmission for only $22. It comes with the unraveling of this really potent frequency of where we latch into performance and a beautiful playbook, ritual, prayer card. It's absolutely divine. On that call, I talked about something some of you might remember. I talked about the uncrucified woman. I talked about our ability as women to grow into higher levels of success without the anticipation of needing haters, of not needing or thinking we need haters to be misunderstood, to be punished, to be sacrificed, to be criticized. Now, I was really clear on that call. It doesn't mean everyone will like us or understand us, but that does mean, and what I am saying is that we don't need to expect this or perpetuate this as a means of success. And just last week, I saw because this is a very big conversation that a lot of people are having online. Well, if you don't have haters, you're not successful. If you don't have haters, you're not making a big enough impact. And I really strongly do not agree. Again, it's not an againstness. I just don't feel like we need to be perpetuating that kind of expectation with everything we're talking about inside of ACIM, right? What we choose to see, we will experience. So if we're anticipating attack and we see attack as a necessary form of success, what are we really co-creating? Again, not saying everyone's going to agree, or that's fine. That's totally fine. But I did make a bold statement about that, not from a space of controversy, from a space of deep truth, to invite us as women to consider what if it doesn't need to be that way. And that opened up such a powerful conversation. In fact, women are commenting on the YouTube saying, this is feel like freedom. This is a beautiful thing. Like just these outpouring of comments in support. So all of you that are here that are new, that are finding us through these channels, I want to let you know you are so welcome to this conversation. Whether you're 21 or 85 or anywhere on the spectrum, the conversations we have here are absolutely timeless. They're timeless, they're timeless, they're timeless. And if you're perfectly on time, Sophia, if you want to take it deeper, there are a couple ways right now that are super potent inside of this level of energy and frequency and unraveling the performance, the punishment, the guilt, the sacrifice that so many of us think or were taught are required. One is the Edge series, which is a completely free 3-part meditation. I'll make sure this link is in the description. Then the silent contract call, which I was just talking about, which is a $22 transmission, life-changing. It's still rippling through the Elegant Femme community. And brand new that I just opened on Friday is Always Enough. And now here's the thing with this. You know, from a spiritual context, we know we're always enough. We know. And what I've been very open about is that this year, it's not just about the knowing, it's about the embodiment of walking this way. So Always Enough opens up that patterning where we as successful women have bought into the illusion and the distortion that we need to use the not enough energy as a driver to success. That we don't realize that we've created this, we've utilized not enough as like a hunger to keep going a little bit more, a little bit better. I've got to be a little bit better. I've got to rise up the corporate ladder. I've got to do a little bit more. And again, this is so addictive because society rewards this energy. You get a gold star, you pushed a little harder, you worked a little harder, and it becomes this like real deep hook inside of us where we're afraid if we let go of the not enough energy that we'll somehow settle, that we'll be lazy, that we won't feel the drive and the motivation. So Always Enough is a really, really potent, brand new program and conversation. And it is available for $88 until Friday. Then the price is increasing. So anyway, if any of that calls you, we'll put the links in the description. You can always reach out to info@elegantfemme for more support, guidance, whatever it is that's calling you forward at this particular time. And with that, I am not a body. I am free. I am as God created me. Have an absolutely gorgeous day. I will see you tomorrow live here at 8 a.m. Paris, which I think, oh my goodness, you know what? I have to check. Because if that's 7 a.m. Greece, well, double check. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you get the notifications. I think we might have a little time change in Greece, but we'll try to keep it consistent. Just make sure you check the notifications, and if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll get the little bell. Isn't it so pretty? I know we're getting a little bit of a a swell so you can see it. Yeah, it's really gorgeous. All right, beauties, I will see you tomorrow from Corfu, Greece. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your day.